Let's have a conversation with Mark Buttigieg, who is a Labor member of the upper house in New South Wales. You want to go back to work. You went back to work for about, 90 minutes yesterday in the chamber, and I know there's a lot of other things to do than just be in the physical parliament. But what does it say to us that everyone who's vaccinated in parliament can't even zoom in to parliament because the New South Wales government just want to do 11 a.m. press conferences, maybe?
What it says, Paul, is that the government's clocked off. So you've got a situation where the New South Wales Parliament wants to sit. The majority of the upper house, that is 25 members there. I'm talking about Labor, Shooters, Fishers, Greens, One Nation, Animal Justice, Fred Nile, Justin Field. We all want to sit, and the government pulls the pin, allegedly under the cover of COVID, when we've got an absolutely safe plan, probably the safest workplace in New South Wales, Paul. Rapid antigen testing, double vaccination of MPs, masks, social distancing. You couldn't get a safer workplace, yet we're expecting emergency workers, essential workers, to go out there every day and protect the public and keep the economy going. AMBOs, hospital workers, transport workers, and the government clocks off because it doesn't like scrutiny. Disgraceful.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, the idea that, a teenager has to go to Woolies and, do battle with that all the time, a minister can't stand there. And look, just because it's called question time doesn't mean we get answers that we want, but the whole concept, at least play along with the theatre of accountability here. But can I ask a technical question? If you had the majority that was able to get the House to sit in the first place, how were you not able to use those numbers to keep the House open?
It's a good question. So what they've done, Paul, is they've used an anachronism from the standing orders. The standing orders are simply a set of rules by which the House abides by. And it's a standing order 34, actually, which says that if a minister is not present in the House, Parliament can't meet. Now, that was designed for the days when the upper house was appointed as opposed to elected. Yeah. So what the government's done is thought, well, we don't want to front up, so we won't turn up any ministers. We'll just turn up one backbencher, in fact, that he's deputy president, but he's not got a ministry, to point out to the chair that there's no minister in the chamber. And when we do that, then he'll have to vacate the chair and the Parliament has to shut down. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. So we were there for all of 1 hour on a point of order debate about why we should sit and why Standing Order 34, the use of that was an abuse. Unfortunately, the chair felt compelled to leave the chair because he wanted to comply with Standing Order 34 as much as I think he would have liked us to sit. And we're off now for another month. It's been 24th of June we've been off since, or 11, 12 weeks, and in the middle of a existential crisis for our people, things that we've never been through in our lifetime, public screaming out for scrutiny, transparency, information, and the government decides, well, the last thing we need is more scrutiny from Parliament, so we're clocking off that on top of not fronting press conferences. I mean, it's just beggars belief, right?
It is red hot. It is red hot. Good on you for firing up. It was a great opinion piece. I'll make sure it's up on our socials as well. Thank you, Mark.
Appreciate the opportunity. Thanks, Paul.
Good.